You better get over there and filter. Oh, I just got a message telling me I'm live.
Oh, how thoughtful. Okay, you're at 45.
$45 what?
Seconds in.
Oh.
A minute in.
What?
Minute 30.
And we're at 55. I can't get mine to pull up. What's up? What's up? Focus on what? What am I supposed to do?
Well, the first comment is welcome in.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. My name is Kevin, and we don't typically come on this late, but we thought we'd try it out. I have some work I could get into back there, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna try to rearrange our cameras tonight. So we're just gonna hang out, see what happens. If anybody has any questions. Thank you, Leela, for the encouragement. Leela is the catalyst behind this. It is really terrifying to go live for myself, and but my father always taught me, if you're afraid of something, do it. No matter how hard it is, push yourself to do it. Find a way, because fear are the bars that we build around us, or we allow around us. And over time, if you don't face those fears, you will find yourself caged, and then it's much harder to get out and be who you know you can be. And so here we are. No expectations. I'm not trying to do anything, say anything. Just be here. Allow the feelings to just sit and enjoy the awkwardness. And I'm primarily doing that because, well, I'm a potter, and I live in the middle of the woods in South Mississippi, And I have a million ideas. I'm a thinker, and so I'm constantly just, my head just tears through ideas all day long. Um, and I want to be able to share my process, but I cannot find a way to work and share. Make artwork and share the work. Talk through it or talk through anything. And so this is primarily to combat that. So I've done a lot of work. I've gone live a number of times. I've made a lot of little videos throughout the years. But working and talking, which is I call walk and talk, it's just not happening for me. And so what I decided is to, maybe take a period of time. I guess it's been about 3 months or so since I first started going live. And I had thought maybe what I will do is take on another challenge to just sit and talk. And maybe if I can get past the fear of talking, um, being myself, sharing who I am, sharing the work, then maybe I'll be able to have more thought process into my work and allow my mind to just, ramble through. So, yeah, a lot of this is new. A lot of this is just trying to test the waters and try to get into a comfortable place where I can just ramble, share my thoughts, share my processes. I um, I love to think for the majority of my life I've just my father always taught me to keep a journal, and that's what I did. I kept journals, I kept voice notes, video notes, everything you could think of. And it got to this place where I still wasn't moving forward. I still wasn't sharing because the fundamental problem wasn't the idea, it was just the fear of what would happen if I shared the idea.
Kay Palakatok says hi.
And and so what I you know and so where I was where I was with that, as I came to this place of saying, I don't want to die with a notebook full of ideas. I would rather give them away and share them with the world, regardless of what happens to them, and and uh,
You got lots of hearts with that.
and just let them be. And so yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Here's one of my pieces. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There's a little sake cup. I've been making these for a number of years. Uh, every one of them is different. Every one of them is unique. And that's taught me a lot about humanity. Um, it's taught me a lot about accepting the things that we don't like about ourselves in order to share what we do find valuable about ourselves, and the way we look at people, the way we treat people. Um, all of these lessons, found in the production of a little pottery cup. And these are the things that I want to share. And I'm going to do it. I will do it. May not be tonight, but someday we'll get there. Leela's very proud of me right now. She's been amazing partner. We recently met about 3 years ago, about 2.5 years ago, and got married about a year and a half ago. Changed my life. A lot of things change our lives. Relationships definitely do that. But yeah, fear is something that you just don't want in your life. But we all have it for one reason or another. It happens. We're traumatized by something. It's usually masked by a world of emotions, and then we just start trying to hide it, and that's when they start eating us up. Relationships within ourselves, within uh, the things that we want to be, the things that we know we can be, and that that thing that just eats at us keeps us from overcoming. And it takes a lot of humility and surrender to come to that place of just saying, this is what I need to do. As hard as it is, I would rather do that than have regret on my deathbed. So, if I can encourage you through my humility, be encouraged. It's okay. This social media stuff is so utterly ridiculous. How difficult we make it. How it gives us so many options to edit and to mask and to filter, and even though I know you can, I know there are options to do that when you go live. My whole intention through my artwork, through my studio, through my music, and me just being present is to try to combat that, because that fear of rejection, the fear of what people are going to think of us, all of that is what just drives us to second guess ourselves, and we kind of live behind the filter, and it might be a split second filter where our mind just hangs back and listens to our words before we say them, watches our actions before we do them. But it is that lag, that latency that keeps us from living in the moment and being real. And I think that there can be some good to have in you know uh, watching yourself and checking yourself in a lot of different situations, but I don't I don't think at the cost of your authenticity and being who you are and standing up for what you know is right. And so if you feel like this is you, if you feel like you struggle um, with living in the present, then you know start studying, start researching, um, start finding ways to push through that. And be yourself. It's an age-old message. Look, my baby's back here giving me hand signals, and we haven't worked out hand signals, so I have no idea what she's doing over here.
Kay wants to know, where are you from?
Um, we're here in South Mississippi. Um, South Mississippi, but for all intents and purpose, we're here at this address. This is our address. We we uh, we started live streaming about 3 months ago, as I had said earlier, and and that came from watching a the movie Valorian, and they had a part in that video where they were all wearing VR goggles and shopping in this virtual environment. And I had looked out my window. I've got just one of these long portable sheds and the draw up door on the end. And I just kind of envisioned a camera at the end of the shed, drawn up, and the camera's on, and it was like, this is my space. This is my virtual studio, and I can open the door, turn on the camera, and it wasn't so much to be here to entertain or to make it about being in this you know show YouTube social media thing, but it was just to be present and to be here and to work and to share my process, and that was kind of what drew me to this idea. So, where am I from? Geographically, we're here in South Mississippi in the U.S. and but this address, Throw with the Flow, is where I hope to be. Every day I'm working as we build this space out.
I wonder where he's from.
Yeah. You can ask. All right. How'd I do? Are we good? What? What? I felt like that was good for starting out. No. Is there a checklist I need to do? What?
The checklist would be, I don't know, maybe I could ask you questions. You ready for some questions?
What you want to know?
I want to know, what do you do again?
I don't know. That's a good
What
question.
about 10 minutes?
That's a good question. What do I do? I don't know. I feel like I'm losing my voice.
What do you make?
Oh, yeah, what's in
I gotta
there?
swallow that. A little more?
Mm-mm. It's like it's
Oh, he's from Malaysia.
Malaysia. Nice. Tell us your favorite thing about Malaysia.
Can I ask if he speaks Malay?
Yeah.
Or how many languages does he speak?
Whatever you, yeah, roll with it. We just got a new, well, I've had this mic for quite a while, but we just recently brought a lot of this out into the studio so that we can have this channel. And this microphone works really well, so maybe we'll try to do a song in a bit, see how it sounds.
He says he does speak Malay. I mean, I think that part of the checklist would be a story. Since you're a storyteller.
Storytell.
I want you to be a storyteller.
Since I'm
You have a lot of stories.
yeah,
You
do
have
I?
a lot of good stories to tell.
Do I?
Yeah.
What kind of story to tell? See, and that's what I'm doing is I'm filtering all my stories.
He says, I can only speak 3 languages.
Wow. I can barely speak one. Got those June bugs rolling in from all these bright lights.
I had a friend from Malaysia who spoke 5 languages. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Is that like a thing that they do?
I think
You
they
challenge.
have to.
Yeah, they challenge each other.
They have so many cultures together, they have to
Yeah.
speak more than one, I think. I mean, I'm sure you can get away with only speaking Malay, but if you want to be out and about,
Mm-hmm.
that's my guess, from what I've heard.
Yeah. You got to do whatever you have to do.
I think, I have a couple friends from Malaysia, and one was Chinese descent and one was Indian descent, so
Mm-hmm.
they have a big multicultural basket
Mm-hmm.
there. I think you need to give any stories on got any stories to tell?
Not that I can think of. They will happen soon
He
enough.
says, I like the view. I'm gonna say the view, like the beautiful land around you.
Yeah, Leela and I were out hiking this last weekend, and we were remarking on the land, wherever you're from, wherever your local area, you tend to just look through it over time, and And here in South Mississippi, we have the DeSoto National Forest, and it's just a lot of pine trees and palm plants, and it's really beautiful in its own right. Intrinsically, I think the earth is equally as beautiful, but then you have every type of you know individual beauty based on landscape and typography, and so it made me wonder, those in the mountains, do they ever just end up looking through the mountains, tunnel vision? Those on the beach, if it ever just becomes, a vacant landscape. Um, and so, yeah, I don't know. There's so much out there. Oh, there we go. She's gonna write me messages.
Oh, he replied. And I like our traditional food.
I bet.
Nasi lemak. Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah, look something up. We have a lot of spicy
Oh wow, looks good.
French cuisine coming from New Orleans.
Malaysia's famous rice dish. Rice cooked in coconut milk and pandan leaf. Oh my gosh. It is considered the national dish. Yum.
Delicious.
So we looked it up. Wow, it looks fantastic. Culture is a beautiful thing. I'd like to try the rice cooked with pandan leaf. He said you're welcome.
What's that? Oh. Yeah.
Aw, got a party.
What's
Party.
that?
Little party signal. Got anything else to say to Kay? Should we catch a bug and show it to him?
The June bug?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're all over now.
He said we like our city too. We do have a lot of bugs. So.
The June bug. They don't fly so well. But yeah, no, I feel it's going to take steps to get, to get through this. I feel good with where I'm at. Uh, I think I'm going to start at this challenge to come and do this for however long, for however long it takes, and we're gonna show up, be present, and share, and hopefully we'll be able to start integrating it into our work.
Do you wanna talk about the options?
No, no, I feel like just being here and doing this I'm good.
Kay wants to know what's your favorite food?
Man, I don't know. My go-to, I'd say my soul food would be pizza, and we got a really good pizza diner down the road, and I eat there quite a bit.
And you also have for 20 years
What's that?
made your own pizza.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leela.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's not time. I don't know. I don't really. I'm not. I would say that I am not a foodie. I I know what I like when I eat something. I certainly know what I like. Um, but in terms of like, trying to unravel the flavors that uh, that you know cooks and chefs put together, it's uh, it's not what I do. Just like I don't really dress myself well. Um, for me, if the clothes cover me up proper, I'm happy, and if if I'm fed, I'm happy. But yeah, I don't know what I'd ask for like a last meal, but pizza.
Steak. I mean, if it's steak you like.
A meat eater. I'm a meat eater. I eat a lot of just about anything, but yeah, no, I don't usually think about food. If I can if I can keep on living, I'll eat it. Was that your question, Leela?
No, that was his question. He said, what's your favorite?
You asked me that one.
What?
Kay asked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get better at answering questions later. I really appreciate being here with us, Kay, and sharing this time together. Truly, you and Leela are doing amazing. Yeah, I don't know why. When it comes to when it comes to that fear level, um, I don't know what I guess it could be like the cortisol or something, and I just can't even think. So I'll get through this. Where are you at? So I could ask Kay, are you doing what you'd like to be doing? Like, would you say that um, that you do what you love, or are you working toward that?
Let me type it for him in case he needs that.
Maybe so.
Can you repeat the question?
You can ask him what he does.
If I can type in English. What he does?
Mm-hmm. Because we're down to 28%
Okay.
on our battery.
You lost your friend.
What's this guy?
Yeah. He's gone.
Yeah, they're all over the place
Finger
now.
on your finger.
They keep flying in.
Yeah. He says nothing.
Nothing. You do nothing. What do you want to do?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, it seemed like a logical follow-up. Let me go ahead and shut this door so.
Oh, he says, what do you want to do? He says breakfast.
That could be loaded. Yeah, I've been working on a waffle recipe for probably 10 years. Well, okay, it's been enjoyable. I hope you get some good breakfast. And I think we're going to go grab some dinner ourselves.
Second dinner. We had ramen already.
A second dinner. We did have some ramen earlier.
I bet he eats ramen. Do you like ramen? He says yes, me too. Ramen noodles.
Probably not what we're having.
He probably likes it a little fancier. With actually chopped vegetables and
Well, we appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Feel free to stop by anytime and say hey.
Yeah, he likes ramen too.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're gonna go grab ourselves some extra food. And this was our first night ripping off the Band-Aid and sitting down and trying to, share through talking to a camera. And so we really appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. But I think our batteries are dying, and we're going to get them charged up, and then we'll be back out here tomorrow at some time, and we're going to be making some more artwork and hanging out in the studio. All right, take care, man. Thank you for stopping by.